A legal battle brews as President-elect Joe Biden plans his transition to the White House.
President Trump is not conceding and fighting on several fronts. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with the latest. Dick.
Yeah, Maurice and Christine, Attorney General William Barr has authorized federal prosecutors across the U.S. to pursue what he calls substantial allegations of voting irregularities if they exist before the election is certified. Now, this is despite no evidence of widespread fraud, and the Trump administration is holding back money and even office space from the Biden transition.
It's time to end the politicization of basic, responsible public health steps like mask wearing and social distancing.
President-elect Biden wants to hit the ground running, but the White House would like to slow that down to a crawl. The Biden transition team is being blocked by Trump appointee Emily Murphy. She won't grant Biden's team access and funding unless she ascertains a winner is clear based on a process laid out in the Constitution. That outrages some lawmakers.
The GSA administrator should sign the paperwork immediately.
Many Republican lawmakers are backing the president's claim that the election is not over.
President Trump is 100% within his rights to look into allegations of irregularities.
CBS News has learned the president is keeping a list of all the GOP lawmakers who are not fully supportive. And Mr. Trump is said to be ready to exhaust all legal options before considering conceding.
That word's not even in our vocabulary right now.
But the campaign has not made their cases. Election-related lawsuits in Michigan, Georgia, and Nevada have already been dismissed for lack of evidence. But the suits will continue.
We want every legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to be discarded.
Despite having lost, Mr. Trump is still shuffling his staff. He terminated his defense secretary, Mark Esper, on Twitter. The director of the National Counterterrorism Center, Christopher Miller, will be the fourth person in the job in the past 4 years. Esper publicly defied the president over the summer when Mr. Trump wanted to deploy U.S. troops to quell unrest in the streets.
I do not support invoking the Insurrection Act.
Esper told the Military Times his replacement would be a yes man, and if that happens, he said, quote, God help us. Now, sources tell CBS News that despite challenging the election results, President Trump would eventually concede if he exhausts all of his legal options, and the final numbers just don't add up. But that could take several more weeks. Maurice and Christine.